Good evening, and thank you all for being here today to support our Blue Kids campaign. And thank you to the Minnetonka United Methodist Church for hosting this wonderful event. My name is Mitzi Nelson Hobart, and I am the Executive Director of Corner House, a child advocacy center operating out of Minneapolis and Rogers, Minnesota. And I'm honored to be here today to recognize April as Child Abuse Prevention Month. Everything we do is done with the help of our partners. For example, last year we held this press conference downtown at the Government Center, and we really appreciate the partnership of places like Hennepin County. Today we are here at this lovely church because we know that our organizations cannot solve this alone. We need the whole community's response, and we are committing to expanding and community engagement in the years to come. We're here today to talk about the Blue Kids campaign and to generate greater awareness of child abuse. What does child abuse look like? It can look like neglect. It can also be physical abuse. It can be threat of injury. It could be mental injury or sexual abuse. Research tells us that 1 in 10 children are sexually abused before the age of 18. Child abuse can happen everywhere. It can happen in every zip code and in any family. One of the greatest things families can do to protect their children is to create strong, safe networks and a strong community. Know who your child is spending their time with, both in person and in social media. Listen to them when they say they are or seem uncomfortable. Many of us have grown up with an understanding of stranger danger, which remains incredibly important, but the reality is that the vast majority of children are abused by someone that they know. As you are creating your networks, finding care, and being involved in the community, get to know who your child is or may be with. It is also incredibly important for families to keep an eye out for grooming, better phrased as manipulation. To quote Allison Fay, the director of the Jacob Wetterling Resource Center, "No one should like your children more than you." To get more information, look for signs and help your children understand that you are there to talk and to listen. Child advocacy centers like Corner House are spread across Minnesota and offer child abuse intervention services as a means of prevention, because we know that without intervention, abuse persists. Our organization works with children to hear their experiences, work with families to provide stabilization, support healing, to navigate legal processes, and reconnect with their community while working to help them seek justice. But as I said, we don't do any of this alone. It is only through our partnerships with incredible investigators, attorneys, child protection workers, advocates, mental health professionals, and the medical team at the Center for Safe and Healthy Children, along with schools, wonderful community-based organizations, and local businesses. Together we can stand for kids. We are so thankful to have two important partners with us here today, Hennepin County Commissioner Jan Callison and co-owner of Blue Plate Restaurant, Stephanie Shimp, who support our work in a number of ways that includes raising awareness and raising funds to support our work. With that, I'll turn it over to Jan.
Thank you, Mitzi, and good evening. It's truly my pleasure to be here today. Hennepin County has had a long relationship with Corner House. In fact, I understand that Corner House was started because of the work of a couple of Hennepin County employees who saw this as a need in the community. We have been a funding partner utilizing your services, and we have a long history of a county commissioner serving on your board of directors. This is a natural fit for Hennepin County. We are uniquely qualified to understand the impact of child abuse, sexual violence, other forms of violence on children and their families. But we do this work on behalf of the community because we understand that in our country and in our state and our county and our city, we expect our institutions to protect the most vulnerable and to nurture our children. This is difficult work, and so I want to salute the employees of Corner House who hear horrendous stories and deal with very challenging circumstances. I want to recognize the volunteers of Corner House, including those who serve on the board of directors and others. I want to acknowledge county staff who work in this area every day, and also our first responders, our police officers who have to deal with these situations as well. This happens everywhere in Hennepin County and every day. In 2018, we had approximately 10,000 times when our workers responded to reports of child maltreatment. 10,000 times, that means 30 times every day of the year. And that is why today it's incredibly important that we stand up for children, as we are doing here and as these folks behind me are doing, to ensure that all children in Hennepin County are safe and grow up healthy and loved. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jan. Now we'll hear from Stephanie. Thanks.
Thank you, Mitzi, and thank you, Commissioner. Hello, everyone. My name is Stephanie Shimp, and I'm one of the owners of Blue Plate Restaurant Company. At Blue Plate, we see ourselves not just as restaurants, but as active participants in the communities where we live and where we work. Whether it's our Blue Barn at the Minnesota State Fair, or serving local Minnesota ingredients at one of our 10 restaurants across the Twin Cities, we are Minnesotans through and through. And patrons of our restaurant aren't just customers, they're our neighbors. And in Minnesota, we look out for our neighbors and for our community. And that's why each year we partner with nonprofits through our Blue Plate Gives initiative. And we try to give back to the community that has given us so much. We're here today to support Corner House in their fight to keep kids safe and to prevent child abuse, and to support those who have experienced trauma because of it. We're honored to be partnering with Corner House throughout the month of April. This is our 4th year in a row. Last year we were able to donate $22,993. That brings our total over 4 years to $78,000. By the end of April, we hope to reach the $100,000 mark. We'll also be promoting child abuse prevention and our campaign to keep kids safe with Corner House throughout the month of April in all of our restaurants and on a couple of promotional spots that will air on KFAN throughout the month of April. Together with Corner House, we want to help end child abuse so that every child can grow up safe and healthy. So on behalf of Blue Plate Restaurants, we thank you for the work you do.
Well, again, I just want to say thanks to everybody for being here to support our work today, to thank all of those who support the efforts that we do together to help children recover from child abuse, help families move forward in a positive way. And thank you so much to everyone who's here today to support our work. Thank you.